Shalom, habari zenyu. I've just come from a baby dedication. I want to get a few things off my chest. As Kenyans say, Wacha Niseme Initoke. Wacha Niseme Initoke. So I'm not actually following my usual routine of reading through some of my thoughts. I just want to speak off the cuff. One, I will want to show you the beautiful Melbourne from the top of the 12th floor of Chadstone Hotel. I wanted you to see the beautiful city of Melbourne from the top here on the 12th floor. You can see the city on that side and you can see the ocean on the other side. And this is the suburb of Chadstone. This is Chadstone Hotel and I've come for an occasion of officiation. Beautiful. An amazing view. I have just come from a baby dedication of a Rwandese who is married to a Kenyan. Actually, they are related to me because my uncle was the lady's dad best friend when they were growing up. So I was doing my priestly duties there, praying for the child and all that. So that's one. But on the way back, I was talking to my wife and, just discussing the issue of Kenya, the one-term issue, that, of course, the country is tired. And I was saying, for me, the political outfits that are there at the moment, they are not speaking to me. The ruling regime and some of the opposition regimes. I hear the issue of one term, but my main issue, Wacha Niseme Initoke, is that we have given corruption too many terms from independence. That's more than, maybe that's 60 years. Why are we not saying one term to corruption, one term to tribalism, one term to extrajudicial killings? These things have been happening for many years, from the times of J.M. Kariuki, the times of Robert Ouko, Bishop Muge, and the list can go on and on. And now we have Albert Ojwang. We need to say one term to extrajudicial killings, one term to tribalism, one term to corruption, one term to the abuse of offices, be it presidency, be it governors. We have places like Kiambu where we have the ex-governor in prison because of stealing millions and millions of money. And as the Gen Zs go out to speak one term, what next? Are we going to just change the face of William Ruto and replace with Gachagua, and then they continue looting, or with, what do you call it, Matiang'i, who I'm also told possibly got involved with Huduma numbers or some corruption. I'm not sure. Are we going to just keep removing one face and replacing with another who will continue in the same thing of stealing our public resources? So I'm speaking off the cuff. So those are two issues. I want you to see the beautiful Melbourne from on top there. I'll post a video. But the other issue, of course, is the issue of the building of the church in State House. Before the current regime came into power, I think during Uhuru Kenyatta's time, I went to State House, not to see any dignitary. There was actually a metal church, a Mabati church there. And I think I'm to blame, because I went to pray. When I saw the Mabati church in State House, I was actually furious. And I, together with the man who was running that church, he was actually part of either the presidential escort of the president. They had that church for the staff members, the GSU and all that, a Mabati church. Of course, I felt that was wrong. Now, we have the building of actually several trillions have been invested in this new church. On one hand, I'm happy that there is a sanctuary for the people in State House, because I felt that metal church was not befitting for that. But of course, the issues remain where the monies have come from for such a project. Is it taxpayers' monies? Were the right processes followed? How does that fit with the Constitution of Kenya? All those things come into play. But Kenya being 80% Christian, I don't mind that altar being there. But of course, now the issue is the timing as well. Currently, the president has turned deaf ears to the Gen Zs and to the cries of the common people who are crying for a better economy. They are crying for jobs. They are crying for those promises that were made for bottom up to be fulfilled. So the issue of the church being erected for several billions while the majority are suffering, the timing is off. On a personal note, I love churches. I'm a minister, so I would love a sanctuary there. Whether it's run by the chaplain, I know the Archbishop of the Anglican said, will the president be the Archbishop or the whatever? For me, it's neither here nor there. I think the key issue here is the other issues. Does it fit within the Constitution? Is it constitutional? And if it was a Muslim nation, for example, they would have put a mosque and possibly people would not have complained. But the issue is the taxpayers' money. Where is this money coming from? The timing now of millions of people crying, particularly the Gen Zs, and that not being addressed, those are the issues. So nimesema imenitoka. Would you please comment there? I'm not following my usual notes reading and all that. I'm just speaking from my heart. And I'm hoping that 2027 we can say one term to the very many things we have given many terms. Many terms from independence. We've given many terms to corruption, many terms to tribalism, many terms to extrajudicial killings. I think that should be the point. God bless you and thank you for listening. Bye.